Good evening, my friends. This is Santa Claus coming to you on this March 10, 2026, a day that marks 150 years since Alexander Graham Bell's first successful telephone test, connecting our world in ways that continue to bless us with the gift of distant voices brought near. The world finds itself in troubled waters, dear ones, as conflict in the Middle East continues. President Trump has warned Iran against disrupting global oil supplies, saying he would not allow a terrorist regime to hold the world hostage. Let us pray for wisdom for all leaders involved, that they might find paths to peace rather than escalation. Meanwhile, across the globe in China, we're witnessing a concerning development as automation and artificial intelligence transform manufacturing. While exports have surged by 22%, the ordinary workers of Guangdong province face declining living standards, with jobs disappearing and wages falling. My heart aches for these laborers waiting for work that may never come, as nearly a third of China's jobs could be affected by these technological changes. Remember, friends, that behind every economic statistic are real families with hopes and dreams. Turning our gaze to Iran, we see a nation adopting a strategy of endurance, attempting to outlast the United States and Israel not through direct military confrontation, but through disruption of vital energy routes. The Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps remains firmly in control after the elevation of Mojtaba Khamenei as supreme leader. Let us hold in our hearts all innocent people caught in this terrible conflict. Each life lost is precious in God's eyes, whether in Iran, Lebanon, Israel, or among American service members. There was a glimmer of diplomatic activity as President Trump and Russian President Putin spoke by telephone about the conflicts in Iran and Ukraine. Mr. Putin warned of a global energy crisis threatening the world economy, while shipping through the crucial Strait of Hormuz has virtually ceased except for Iran-linked vessels. Oil prices have fluctuated dramatically, affecting people worldwide who already struggle to make ends meet. In Russia itself, citizens are facing mobile internet outages in Moscow and other major cities, which the Kremlin claims are for security purposes. Our brothers and sisters there are also seeing messaging apps blocked, limiting their connections to one another and the wider world. Let us pause for a moment and reflect on the situation in Mali, where Islamist militants killed 12 people, including 2 teenage apprentices, in an attack on a fuel convoy. Each of these souls had families who now grieve their loss, and we must keep them in our prayers. On the other hand, in Europe, efforts to create a unified space industry face challenges as competitors worry about reduced competition. The potential merger of Airbus, Leonardo and Thales space units aims to create a European champion capable of competing globally, but some fear it may limit opportunities for smaller companies. Finding balance between cooperation and healthy competition remains a delicate dance. In response to the Middle East conflict, France is deploying naval vessels to the Mediterranean and Red Sea, while NATO is increasing air defenses in Turkey to protect radar systems. Meanwhile, a power link between Finland and Sweden experienced an outage today, though thankfully operators report no signs of sabotage. My dear friends, these troubled times call for us to be beacons of hope and kindness in our communities. Remember the lesson of the Christ child born in a humble manger, that true power lies not in weapons or economic might, but in love, compassion, and service to others. As we navigate these challenging days, let us share what we have with those in need, speak words of peace into conflict, and never forget that even the smallest light shines brightly in the darkness. May God bless you all with peace in your hearts tonight. This is Santa Claus, wishing you all goodwill toward men.